Okay, I've had to think about this for a while. There's been a lot of battles in 2020, obviously due to COVID. We got to spend a lot of time at home and practice our crafts with the rap battling game. There's been around like 30 to 40 battles per month. So it took me a while to get this list together. These are not like the objectively seen top 10 battles of the year. We're not like looking at each quality to rank it, like which one is exactly better. This is mostly my favorite ones that I enjoyed the most, and here is why. All right. Okay, so let's start with number 10. Number 10 is a pretty short one that released recently that I was a part of, and it's one of my favorites because I really enjoyed working on it. It was made by my friend Commander Jacob, and it's the Pillsbury Doughboy versus Ginger Dead Man. Versus the Ginger Dead Man, which is a pretty horrible movie. And I'm surprised that he managed to even make a battle out of that, so I'm pretty proud of him. I think this battle has a pretty catchy flow. It has a really nice beat, and I was able to groove to it multiple times. I had to memorize it. I mean, obviously, I had to groove to it, otherwise I wouldn't have done it. So I'd say definitely check out Commander Jacob's channel. He does some really nice short bits, sometimes a bit longer bits of rap battles, but he definitely knows how to do it. So check him out. Number 9. From the channel Uberosity, Megumin versus Bakugo. I think this one was the best one from them this year. I think only 2 Uber rap battles of fiction released this year, which are like the main battles that get the most visual creativity from Mancha. And for me, the audio of this one specifically was really nice. It had some variety and flow, you know. It had some really nice punches. I love the beat, the energy of it. I always love it when Asia delivers and Alex delivers. They both are super, super dope. I still think that the ideas sometimes with the visuals are really cool, and you should definitely check out Uberosity in general. There's so many different kinds of battles they release that it should be hard to miss when you're into rap battles. Number 8 is Freaky Fred versus Sweeney Todd by Skitsy or Peppy Pigeon, however Greg's name is on YouTube, I forgot. But this has been the one battle that Greg has made for a while. He did a full live action thing, edited it in Sony Vegas. How do you pronounce it? Sony Vegas, which is pretty limiting in editing. So the visual ideas that he had there and executed worked pretty well. Martin killed it with the backgrounds, obviously, like he always does. That's Ultimate 145 for you on YouTube. Martin also did the Hannibal Lecter and Leatherface backgrounds. He did the Grinch versus Scrooge Town and fire backgrounds and everything like that. And he's still going to make some stuff for me in 2021, which I'm really hyped about. Very productive, very creative human being. Number 7 is Bakugo versus Vegeta by Rustage. Now, Rustage's battles always have a super catchy song. You cannot expect an impression in them. They're mostly like them rapping in their normal voice, which I also find the most pleasant possible. And I think the Bakugo versus Vegeta one especially stood out for me because it had some really, really dope, harsh punchlines. Rustage I don't think it was the first time for ever, but Rustage really went out to bring his whole energy into it. They added a really nice distortion on both voices, so it's a really energetic, explosive battle. I love the flow on it. The energy is very unique. They have some dubstep elements in the beat, if I remember correctly, and those just really get me there. Number 6, the one ERBP battle that released this year, Walt Disney versus Shigeru Miyamoto. Video, top notch. The video is top notch in my opinion. Adroid killed it there. We couldn't have made it better with the editing. Acting could have been better. Maybe needed a bit better directing, but I think that the editing saved it pretty much. The rest was kind of like alright. Like it wasn't top notch, but it was alright for a premiere. It was a nice introduction, and I think that the visuals just made it eye candy in general. Number 5 is Godzilla vs. Truman by Gridline. Gridline released a few videos this year, but this one, I think, did not do anything wrong in the video. It's easy to have mistakes, errors here and there, but I think Tips played a little safe, but also went really creative with it. I would have never done the Godzilla suit because I would think it would look hideous. But with the black and white filter and everything, I think that really pulled off super, super well. Plus the audio is pretty catchy. I'm not a fan that like the entire audio is really slow, you know, I'd like to switch it up if that's the case. But I think the beat carries it nicely. Righteous Impression is pretty cool. And the entire video is super creative, so like that really got me watching like at least 5 times in the first day. Which doesn't happen often. Except for ERBs. By the way, I should mention, I am not including my own battles or ERBs in this ranking. First of all, because my own battles, I would have a personal bias, which I don't want to show here. And ERB has a different range of budget and everything that I could not kind of compare to the other ones, I guess. It's worth a debate, but I'll just keep it like this right now. Okay, number 4 is Saitama vs. Caillou by CMRB. We released 3, 4 CMRBs this year. Some bonus ones, some main ones, mostly short. We were able to really have fun with this one. It's like, obviously it released on April. Did it release April 1st? I think it was April 1st, right? Yeah. It's an April Fool's battle because Caillou obviously is like first with this child voice and then I'm gonna kill you, and then like with a super deep voice Jason did. I mean, Jason just did his normal rapper voice and I pitched it down slightly, but I think it was really funny. Had some like typical rapper lines that generally you would not expect, and I love surprise in battle. So this obviously surprised people, not me because I was included in the production of this battle, but it surprised the people, and I think we pulled it up really well. Additionally, super nice anime editing by Adroid, and Caillou bopping his head to the beat still makes me laugh today. Yeah, so that's top 4. Number 3 is Max Headroom vs. Cattle Cove by Gaming Plush. He had some really nice visual bangers this year, if you can call it that. This one was my favorite. I love the audio network beat, it's super catchy. Mid-tempo, has some nice energy to it. The voice acting was nice, my friend Snakebite killed it. The visual acting by Michael Stark as Max Headroom was also really nice in my opinion. And GP made some really smooth editing. Obviously the editing has some errors, as most battles do, it happens, but I still think that this one is eye candy. I would call it eye candy, yeah. Really nice battle that released June 1st, I think. Then number 2, out of all the VGRBs, I'll give number 2 to Bendy vs. Cuphead. Simply because that one did something no other battle did. It was pretty simple. It's a not too long battle, also not too short. It's pretty medium. It had the super funky saxophone beat, I think. It was with brass, yeah. And then Cam did the, what's it called? Barbershop quartet singing. That kind of did the, I think it was a Cuphead theme that he sung that led into the verse, and I just like, I loved hearing that over and over again. The beat is a nice tempo, I think it was 115 BPM, which you can always kind of flow nicely on. Hannibal Lecter versus Leatherface is also 115, so it's a similar nice flow tempo that you can go off on. Here's some honorable mentions before I mention number 1. Dr. Fate versus Doctor Strange by Comic Book Rap Battles. Really nice one from, I think, February. I love the flow, I love the beat. Nice one. Maximilian Robespierre versus Joseph McCarthy by Discord rap battles. I love the beat work on this one, honestly. They made some really dope job with the beat. They had 2 beats, and I think they used the percussion of the first one over the second one, which not many people do, and I appreciated that. I appreciated the extra work with it. So that's a nice, enjoyable one. Also great voice acting. Ghostface versus Zodiac Killer by Fight Marker. Mainly carried by the video, I think. I love the video. Super fun visual ideas. Edited in hit film, which is also decently limiting, but better than Sony Vegas. Love that battle. Wolf versus Ridley by Adam. Really nice flow. Voice acting is top notch. The energy over the Hollywood legend beat just hits you. That's what gets me. Dib versus Zim, a super long battle that Matthew finally finished. I think it's 6 or 7 minutes long, with a lot of rappers in it. I also helped editing and mix that one. I think the beat choices were really nice. Had some super funky beats. Really great editing by Matthew, so that carries the whole video. Yeah, and Billy Chapman versus Michael Myers by Rabi. I think that audio has a really nice flow over the beat. He added some customized drums over it, which kind of make you bop to it more. And the Enzo art that he got for that also brought a really nice video together. Always love Rabi's editing, so when you have Enzo art and Rabi editing, you know it's gonna be great. Number 1, still to this day, is Salad Fingers versus Marionette by Eddie. I mix this battle, and I love when people give me a job to mix that I love mixing, that I can go off on. I created some extra instruments. I made like pizzicato strings. I did some sustained strings in the background, kind of extended the instrumental to the maximum capacity of energy it can deliver. And I just loved how that turned out. I added the claps to give the energy while Asia was doing the triplets, so it kind of switches up nicely. And it was the first time in a while where I wanted to listen to the battle over and over again for like 5 entire days straight without stopping. So it was a really nice experience around October. So that'll stay in my heart for number 1 for 2020. So thank you guys for watching this. If you agree with these or don't, whatever, feel free to comment your opinions about the battles you enjoyed this year. But that is my favorite list. I will probably make a video tomorrow or the day after about another topic for this year. So be hyped for that. Leave a like, subscribe, and we're gonna see us next time. Bye-bye!